How is it that some people just manage to manifest anything that they desire in matter of weeks and days, and there are some people who keep working really hard, who keep trying, who keep journaling, but they just can't seem to manifest anything at all. They barely scratch the surface. Have you ever wondered what is the secret sauce of these pro manifestors? Well, the secret sauce is simply the fact that pro manifestors look at the whole approach of law of attraction as a process, as a system. In today's episode, I'm going to share with you the 5 absolute basic bare minimum things that you have to have in place to start manifesting like these pros. Once you implement these 5 bare minimum points, what will happen is you'll change the way you look at manifestation. You'll start approaching the whole process of manifestation through this checklist. It's literally a cheat sheet for all your manifestation needs. For those who actually manage to stay till the end of the episode, listen to all the 5 points, I'm going to give you access to one of the tools that I share in the Paycheck to Profit Academy with all my paid members, and that tool has helped millions of people to get more clarity, get manifestations quickly, and I'm just going to share it with you because this is the episode 1 of Unlock the Abundance, a new podcast by Paycheck to Profit. I am Manish Ahuja. Paycheck to Profit is a community for millennials and Gen Zs who want to build a better relationship with money and unlock their abundance. Let me remind you that this entire podcast is being shot in video and audio format. So if you're watching us on YouTube, make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel of Paycheck to Profit. And if you're listening to us on a podcast application of your choice, you can always watch all these videos of the podcast on the Paycheck to Profit YouTube channel. Let's get started and let me tell you the 5 things that you absolutely need to start manifesting really quickly. The first thing that you need is clarity of your end goal. Now, most often when I ask people what is it that they're trying to achieve or what kind of financial goals would you like to manifest in your life, the answers that I get are absolutely vague, unclear, confused, and all over the place. Very often people will just tell me a very big sum of amount, maybe hundreds of crores or millions of dollars, but there is no congruence with regards to what are you going to do with this amount, why do you even need such money in your life, what are you going to do with that abundance. You need to have absolute clarity for every desire that you are manifesting. Let me give an example. You are manifesting a house for yourself. Tell me what kind of a house do you want? Do you want an independent house or an apartment? Which city, what floor would you want your apartment to be in? How big is this apartment of yours? How many people are living with you in this apartment? What is the decor of that apartment like? How many parkings do you have with this apartment? And what kind of cars are parked in the garages of that parking space? The more clarity you have, what you'll find is it's going to be easier for you to start filtering out things which do not connect with the clarity of your end goal. So try to look for clarity of all your end goals. There are 4 more points coming up. The second point is, what is the importance of achieving this goal for yourself? Now, of all the goals that you can manifest, why are you trying to prioritize the goals which are at the top of your list? Why are you trying to achieve this goal? Is this goal that you're trying to achieve is coming from a place of desire, some really strong want, or is it coming from some sort of a negative place? Is it coming out of a comparison because somebody else who you know in your network has what you're trying to manifest and you don't? Or is it coming from a place of scarcity? Is it coming from a place of jealousy? What is your existing money mindset like? What are your money blocks? Do you even understand the concept of money blocks? Because many a times what happens is money blocks is actually the real reason why the entire process of manifestation is getting hampered for people all the time. To overcome your money blocks and understand more about your money mindset, I would love to invite you to the Profit Clan. Profit Clan is the online community of Paycheck to Profit where you'll get email updates about the new episodes that are being launched, exclusive emails which are not shared anywhere else, which give you a lot more perspective about the whole concept of money mindset, financial literacy. Also invites to exclusive masterclasses and webinars which do not get shared anywhere on social media. In the show notes of this particular episode, you'll find the link to join the Profit Clan. Please join the Profit Clan of Paycheck to Profit because the clan is incomplete without you. The third point that you need to have absolute clarity on to start manifesting quickly is who will benefit from your manifestation coming true. Now, law of attraction is a process to unlock abundance, but it's a very personal process. The way to fasten your entire process of manifestation can be to think of goals which will not just benefit you, but a much larger crowd. Now, the easiest way that, or an example that I can give you of this coming true is look at how quickly sports people, actors, large business owners, founders, how quickly do they manage to manifest wealth and success, which many people can't manifest in an entire lifetime. These people, sports people and actors and people working in the corporate manage to manifest all of that success within a matter of years, not even decades. How do they manage to do that? What you really need to understand is that all the successful people are driven by a very strong sense of passion, and whatever they're trying to manifest, whatever work they do, has a positive impact in lives of hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions. So if your goal is going to have an impact on 2 people, 5 people, 10 people, 20 people, 50 people, 100 people, the higher the number of people who will directly benefit from your goal or your desire, faster is going to be your process of manifestation. Think about this, and this is a very powerful concept which most people don't talk about, at least on social media. I have not come across many people sharing this nugget with you. The fourth thing that you need more clarity on is what exactly are the milestones that you'll have to achieve to manifest your goal. Now think about this. If your end goal does not scare you, it's not big enough. Want to unlock abundance? I challenge you to think big. If your goal is not making you feel nervous, if it is not making you feel worried of how will you achieve it, are there going to be any roadblocks? Are there going to be any challenges that you may not overcome? These are the kind of situations that I want you to surpass in your mind, because whatever you can visualize in the subconscious mind is something that you're going to manifest in your real life, in your conscious life. So start imagining big, stay connected with Paycheck to Profit to know how you can correct your money mindset, how you can identify and eliminate your money goals, use law of attraction to achieve all of your goals step by step and in a very systematic manner. Once you have all your goals in place, write them down on paper and convert them into smaller milestones, and focus on the next milestone that you have to achieve, which will take you one step closer in the right direction towards achieving your goals. If you find it difficult to break down your goals or even think big for that matter, I want you to do one thing. Comment the word goals in the YouTube video of this particular episode. If you are listening to this podcast on a podcast application of your choice, you will find the link of this episode on YouTube in the show notes. Please just go and type the word goals, so that I know that more and more people within the community want me to create more episode on goals and how to get more clarity on goals, how to define goals, how to break down goals into smaller milestones, how to achieve goals which you feel are impossible. I want you to write the word goals, and it would be brilliant if you can write a bigger comment asking me your questions, being as elaborate as you can, which will give me more perspective on what kind of episode should I make next for the upcoming episodes of Unlock the Abundance podcast. You may also ask me your question and give me suggestions for the future episodes, which are not necessarily connected only to the concept of goals. I just want you to comment and connect with me and give me ideas and feedback and suggestions on what would you want me to help you with in the future episodes. The fifth point, the most important point which I want you to focus on, is what is your emotional connection with your goal. The process and journey of unlocking the abundance and achieving your goals has to be a journey. And these journeys can generally end up being a little challenging at times in episodes and in some parts. You will find roadblocks, you may find difficult days, you may find sharp turns, but you need to stay focused on the path. During the difficult situations, a strong emotional connect with your goal acts as the exact sense of motivation, energy, and fuel that you need to keep going on. Now, what happens is, when a big roadblock comes your way, you may find it difficult, or it may just suck all the energy out of you, and it will make you want to hold back and give up. But if you have a very strong emotional reason, you will keep going on and on. Think about all the possible successful people. More often than not, they have already achieved enough wealth for not just their family, but generations of their family to not worry about money. And yet they'll keep on working, they'll keep on giving their 100%, they keep working really hard, and none of them are actually working for the money. At this point, every successful person is only working because they're trying to fulfill a mission, they're trying to convert as much of their vision as possible into reality, leave back a legacy, and they just want to unlock the abundance not just for themselves but for the entire ecosystem that they are operating in. And these are the people who are actually embodying the term unlock the abundance in the true sense of the word. These are the 5 points which actually help people manifest faster. Now, when you look back at all your challenges in the past, you will realize that maybe 1, 2, 3, or all 4 or 5 of the points which I have mentioned in this episode were missing in your earlier manifestation process. Let me very quickly summarize all the 5 points for you so that you know what to keep your focus on in your future manifestation process. Get absolute clarity on your goals. Figure out importance of achieving these goals. Where is the motivation of wanting to achieve these goals coming from? Who will benefit from the goals coming true? Try to create goals which will have a bigger impact on much larger population around your ecosystem. What are the milestones that you can break down your existing goals into? And more importantly, what is your emotional connection with these goals coming true? The moment you have clarity on these 5 points, your energy will change. You will start vibrating on a completely different frequency, and what will happen is you'll start seeing opportunities come your way much faster. Listen to this episode all over again. Now that you have a fair understanding of these 5 points, every time you listen to this episode again, you will look at the same content with a completely different perspective. Share this episode with somebody who you know is working really hard but for some reason is not being able to unlock the abundance in their life. You have no idea, one share can end up helping somebody, completely changing the trajectory of their life and earning you a lot of gratitude. You may end up saving somebody's life. Just share it with somebody and pass the energy. If you're still around over here, it's now my time to fulfill a promise. Right at the start of the episode, I told you I'm going to share a tool with you that I prescribe to all the students of the Paycheck to Profit Academy. The tool that I'm going to share with you is actually a video called The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. Now, this is a video that Earl Nightingale delivered as a speech way back in 1956 in the US to a group of salesmen. But that video has become so powerful. It is full of nuggets, it's full of motivation, it's full of the right perspective, it's full of answers to your questions which you keep thinking about. And I know of at least 15 to 20 world class coaches and mentors who keep recommending this video to their entire community. You'll find the link to The Strangest Secret with transcript in the show notes of this episode. Please watch that video at least once every day. It's a 30-minute long video, but the more you listen to it, the more clarity you'll get. The more you listen to it, the more perspective you'll get. The more you listen to it, the more direction you'll get for your own manifestation journey. Thank you so much for listening to the end of the episode. I really appreciate your commitment towards your own personal growth. Do support this podcast and this episode by liking the video if you're watching us on YouTube, and if you're listening to us on a podcast application of your choice, please give us 5 stars, 5 hearts, or 5 mics, depending on the feedback mechanism of the podcast app that you are listening this episode on. Make sure to subscribe to the Profit Clan of Paycheck to Profit. You'll find the link in the show notes. This clan is literally incomplete without you. Do subscribe to the Paycheck to Profit YouTube channel and follow this podcast on the application where you're listening to this podcast on. I really appreciate your company and can't wait to connect with you again. Take good care of yourself. Keep smiling, keep going, keep growing.